Okay guys, welcome back to the farm. If you saw our title, we've been having some problems, some pretty big problems, and we've been trying to figure them out here for a little bit, and got a little sidetracked. We had some hay to bale and stuff like that this weekend, and we're just now getting back to this project. So let's take a look at what we got so far. Basically, we have gone through 2 gearboxes on this power sweep, and as painful as that is to say, I think we've got it figured out. This has been an ongoing problem for a while now. First problem, this bearing. See how it's not red? The sucker got hot, okay? You can see here, I'm gonna get out of the way so it'll focus on this. You can see how that bearing is golded out in there. It's not even really the bearing that's messed up. It's more of this outer steel part that holds in this brass bushing. So the problem is, straight out of the box, this power sweep did not line up right as far as the auger lengths and the guard that I'll show you guys in a little bit, but the guard that goes on the back side, they didn't line up as far as lengths goes, and it's about 1 inch out. It shouldn't have that problem out of the box, and that getting hot led to this bending. See, this one's straight-ish and this one's not. That led to that binding up, sending all that torque back through the auger and then through the gearbox, and I don't think we have a shaft anymore. It took this shaft here. This one's we got this one straightened, but it took this shaft and it put in pretty good bow. I mean, something that should definitely not happen, but got it straightened. We're gonna reuse it because gearboxes are expensive. And another thing it did, this is the old shaft. I'm going to hop out of the screen here so it focuses again. This is the old shaft. You can see how it got blue. It got real hot. Hot enough to where it burned the corn where this bearing was. So went ahead and got a new shaft, because these shafts, I don't know if it's the whole thing, the entire piece, or if it's just coated, but what Unverfirth told us is that this shaft is actually part of the bearing assembly. It's part of the self-lubricating. It's part of the self-lubricating bearing. So this bronze bushing in here, this new one, even the old one, the bronze actually wears, and it's got another sort of alloy in it, I guess, and that wears off too, and that's part of the lubrication that this gets. But the shaft also has a similar lubrication made into this metal. Maybe it's the coating, but when it gets hot like that, that coating is gone. So when we swapped out the gearboxes thinking that was part of the problem, we didn't know about this bearing the first time around. We thought it was something with the big pile of corn. If you guys watched the last video, there's a big pile of corn in the middle, and it wasn't taking it away fast enough. We got all that worked out. We didn't know about the bearing, swapped out the gearbox. Here we are. We had a shaft without the coating, and we had a bearing that was seizing up, ran through the second gearbox, and here we are. So after, this is a really long intro, but it's all got to be said for you guys to understand what's going on. After a lot of consulting with Unverfirth Farm Supply, if you guys need stuff from there, seriously give them a call. They are great to work with, and they have been in contact with the manufacturer of this power sweep and have really done their due diligence to figure out this problem, because it just should not happen, period. So after talking to them, we found out that the different lengths, there's 3 different augers in there. They have to be in a certain order, and apparently that'll fix the alignment issue. I guess we'll see. I got it started right now, the whole process, so we'll get that fixed up and run it and see what happens.
My way a little bit. Oh, right there. Hold the phone. Easy, just don't move it. You're good. Hold still.
All right.
Hold the phone free to jam. Yeah, we're tearing it up. Like, who flung the chum? Jesus Christ.
We're not doing good on bearing clearance.
You know what?
We're not doing good on bearing clearance.
How much? We collide again, the auger again?
Yeah. There's got to be an adjustment though. Okay, let me see if I can't show you guys, or do my best. Excuse how dark it is in here, but let me see if I can't show you guys what's really going on. So everything right now is tight on this power sweep. The guard, the auger, everything is bolted down where it should be, and this is the problem. So you see here, the other bearing, there's two bearings on here. The other one is just like this. You've got an inch gap over here, about an inch. It's about 3/4 of an inch over here, and just about nothing on the other side. The problem is that, yeah, this is fine right now, but the corn is moving this way, which is going to, moving this way, which is going to push back on the auger, and that'll eventually run it into this bearing and into your steel sleeve with this much gap. So there's no more adjustment that we can do on this power sweep to make this work. So we're gonna have to drill 2 more holes to get this guard and bearing assembly slid down that way. We're gonna do about 1/2 of an inch. I know I told you guys this is 3/4 of an inch, but to play it on the safe side, I'd rather have more room on this side just because of how much that auger will push. I'd rather have a 1/2 inch over here and a 1/4 inch over here, just because how that auger is gonna move. So let's drill those holes and see if we can't fix this. Okay, we are all buttoned up here. Everything's back together. I got Grandpa here. He's gonna be my second set of eyes, and I want to show you guys what we got going on here now. So I moved that over in half an inch, and you can see the left side of the bearing is about where we want it, and the right side is a little bit narrower. That'll be fine because, like I explained earlier, the auger will go push it this way, and we should have plenty of room there. So we're going to test fire it and see how long it lasts. It was working, but your intermediates are open too. We need to get those closed. Okay, we seem to be working pretty good right now. Here's about where that bearing is. Here's the second bearing. You can see where it's pushing it into the center of the bin. Looks like it's going really good right now. Oh boy, well, everything works. I cannot tell you how excited I am that it's working now. So I stopped filming there because I was trying to get that truck full, and it started downpouring. I'm soaked right now, so didn't quite get the truck full. It just started raining too hard to where I didn't want to keep filming it and get the corn getting wet and stuff, so I quit, and I'm on to the next project. So thanks for coming along, guys. It was a frustrating last week working on that. I didn't do any filming on it just because I was over it. But now it's working so far, and I'm very happy. And if you're still here, thank you for 10,000 subscribers. That means the world. I'm very happy to be there, and I can't wait to keep on growing. So thanks again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.